bullet pointed here. Number one, of course, we know he swindled his brother out of his brother's birthright. Esau was a hunter, and Jacob knew that his brother was hungry coming in one day and asked for some food. And Jacob said, "You can negotiate your birthright for this food." He did it reluctantly, but he acquiesced. And then in the process of him getting the birthright, he had to deceive his father Isaac and tried to act like he was his brother Esau, and you know, uh, put things on his arms to make him feel hairy like his brother Esau. So he was able to deceive his dad, and then subsequently Jacob himself was tricked. The trickster was tricked by his father-in-law Laban. We know that story, that he went to Laban's house to really to find a spouse, and he saw Rachel there, and was very attracted to her, and he agreed to work 7 years. Well, at the end of that 7 years, and they had the wedding, and he went to consummate that marriage. When he got to the chambers, if you will, well, it was Rachel's sister, Leah. Laban had tricked him into marrying Rachel's older sister, so he ended up having to work another 7 years to get Rachel. So the trickster got tricked, but then he would retaliate. Jacob would trick Laban in Genesis 30, and then again in Genesis 37, he would trick him. So lots of ups and downs with this character, but one thing that we're going to find is that God is constantly dealing with him. And that's one thing I appreciate about Hebrew authors. I say this quite frequently on this channel. Hebrew authors do not sugarcoat anything. They don't romanticize the narratives of people's lives. And if a person's having a good day, you see it in the text. That they're having a bad day, you see that in the text as well. And I think that makes characters relatable. I think it helps us as readers find ourselves in the text. I think it helps us understand the grace and mercy of God, and understand that God is a very patient God, long-suffering. And even though we don't want to take advantage, because at the end of the day, we don't know when and how God's going to exercise his mercy, it's just blessed to see this journey that Jacob is on and how it ultimately does lead him in the right place, to the place that God would have him to be. Leading into our passage in Genesis 28, it's really coming on the cusp of him having tricked his brother, and his mother, Rebecca, essentially advised him to leave where they were at there in Beersheba and travel to Haran, where her brother Laban resides.